Hello and welcome back to Sonic Generations with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So we go to the last era of the Sonic series, the modern era, in which we play, well, one bad game and two good games. What do I mean by that? Well, our first level is from Sonic 06, namely Crsis City. And that would have been my choice, actually, as well, from Sonic 06 as well, because, to be honest, even though there have been a load of apocalyptic-looking zones, not so much as Crsis City, and here in Act 1, dare I say, Sonic actually at least stumbles here due to the platforming, especially toward the end of the stage, which is a shame, because I actually absolutely love this remix. I mean, even if it does sound a little Gangnam Style-ish. Seriously. This game came out in 2011 and Gangnam Style came out in 2012. Although maybe I could say Party Rock Anthem instead. Anyway, that being said, let's go up here and indeed spin dash. I mean, the first half of the stage, honestly, pretty good. Seriously, the only annoyance I have are with the Iblis bats. Seriously, because they actually, and also the Iblis worms, because they spew fire and come out of the ground, of course. The bats, they can lob their, I guess, spike balls at you. That's the only thing I can really say of that. But yeah, so I do not like the bats. And, as I say, yeah, okay, the running along the building, I like. But yeah, now here you can actually either go on the lower path or quickly jump up and take the upper path, and I do want to take the upper path, seriously. Although these, unless you actually get the fire shield, which is useful actually here, given this is a fire stage. Yeah, and also the Iblis dogs I don't like. They're not as annoying as the worms though, seriously. Also, I like the effect of Sonic being on fire. That's actually quite scary, actually, to be fair. With him being set on fire by the lava in this stage. So yeah, and towards the end of the stage we will see something that was carrying a car in Sonic 06. Yes, you know what I'm referring to. Namely, once we, I think, get past here, I'm not sure. But yeah. Also, hopefully I'm not changing the music here because, as I said it previously, it would just replace it with the speed up theme from Sonic Adventure, which, honestly, I don't know why it is for classic Sonic that it plays, because, I mean, unless they were going to do it for, unless the rumor being true about putting Dreamcast Sonic in. Anyway, you can see there the fire tornado raging out of control. And that red ring's a pain in the ass to get as well. So yeah. And towards here is where we will see, hopefully, stupid Iblis worm. Well, no, it wasn't the Iblis worm, to be fair. Over there's another red ring. And now the tornado starts pushing everything back, including the goal sign as well. Seriously, this is where the platforming gets really annoying for me. And if this weren't towards the end of the game, I'd call this really unfair. That it's not, that it's towards the end of the game, just proves that I have to try harder. So yeah, especially since this game has a live system and everything. Yeah, seriously, the wind of doom that is generated by the fire tornado there is honestly really annoying. Seriously. So much so I will have to do, although I did get the red ring there, seriously. There is an area in the middle of the, okay, no, this checkpoint was before the thing. There, I believe there is another one on one of the cars. I'm not sure about that. There's certainly springs on the cars. So yeah, I will give it that. But other than that, The tornado does die down for a short period of time, so it does mean you can jump across the screen, but yeah, do not go through the tornado in that bit while it's raging, shall we say. Keep in mind that the wind is blowing us backwards in a similar way to the wind in those levels in Donkey Kong Country 2, the levels with the wind. Unfortunately, unlike Dixie Kong, Sonic does not have the ability to hover in midair. No, Tails might, but he's not playable. So yeah, and that Iblis worm is seriously trolling me, throwing his rocks at me and everything. Anyway, towards the end, we will get this segment with the tornado carrying several cars. Yes, I am making that reference. And some very awkward platforming, seriously. Given how stilted Sonic's jump is and everything. Right. Yeah, getting stuck here. Right, pain in the arse. So jump over there. Yeah, if you jump in the direction of the thing, Sonic does get a boost, I guess you could say. Yeah. The tornado does not stop raging until you reach the goal. Seriously. But there we go. That was indeed Crsis City Act 1. As for Act 2, well, it's actually a much better stage. Were it not for the introduction of Sonic Project 06, a fan-made, I can't call it a fan game because it's kind of a much better update of Sonic 06. Seriously. Were it not for that, I'd say this would be a much better version of the original thing, and it doesn't suffer from the loading times, which, well, almost. It does have some loading times while it's loading the stage, but nowhere near as bad as 06! So, that being said, Crsis City Act 2 is, of course, starts off fairly similar. I don't think Sonic will use his snowboard here, however, to go through the city, which was the case, of course, in 06. But yeah, I like this a lot more than 06. Maybe not so than from what I've seen on YouTube of Project 06, but seriously, this is a lot better. Yeah, I mean, the modding community, the Sonic modding community, much fair play to them, did actually try and make a much working version of, actually a pretty decent version in generations of this. But anyway, yeah, mostly the annoying thing with Act 2 is that, well, lack of boosts. So yeah, I don't know why. Yes, I forced a game over, which you can do. And I did want to because I didn't want to die multiple times. If you do get a game over, you can try as many times as you want. This has been the case in Sonic Colors. Seriously. So, yeah. No continues needed this time. You don't need to go to special stages and collect 50 rings or anything like that. So, yeah. So, in this case, you don't need to continue in your pocket. So, that being said, carry on. And, hopefully I don't jump over to the wrong end. If anything, there's these smoldering fires. Real pain in the ass there. I don't know. What else can I say? Yeah, I suppose there's a lot of usage of the homing attack, which was also the case. Well, at least unlike with Shadow in Sonic 06, Sonic does not, like in the original, have to mash the button multiple times just to beat the living crap out of the... Actually, yes, he did in the thing, but he doesn't here. Yeah, another case of... I'm going to say Sonic getting stronger. Seriously. Because, I mean, Sonic has been through Sonic 06 here. And oh boy, these burning fires. Yeah, I hate them. I absolutely hate them. I miss those rainbow rings, and you can see the Iblis bats actually flying up towards the thing. And I don't really need that one up, really. No, I don't, because I can easily get through here. What else is there for me to talk about, really? Maybe the music is kind of more if the, dare I say, Act 1 was more dance rock, this is more, symphonic, I guess, compared to certainly how the original, thing was from Sonic 06. Both are actually done by Tomoyo Otani. So, yeah. Oh, of course, you composed the original thing. Also, before I go on, you actually have to attack the Iblis Bats to get that red ring just there. Very hard to do, actually. Seriously. Thankfully, you are given enough invincibility frames to survive the lava, at least for a short period of time. I did want to make it count, if you know what I mean. So, the fires. I do not like them. I'm gonna burn my ass. So, homing attacks the Bliss Worm, and then, if you can actually quickly get up there to get another red ring there. I didn't because I think I fell at the first hurdle, basically. And here, these fires, you can actually press down on the, press A and B as the, prompt suggests, and get them down if you wish. Though you can also go that way. And I'm gonna go to the right here because, to be honest, the less time I spend on these platforms, because they do go up after a short while, seriously, the better, really. Although, having said that, easy red ring there, seriously! I could have waited until the, although I did kind of mash it down a bit. If you do that, then it doesn't go as high, and you can reach the red ring that way as well. Unfortunately, crush damage is still a thing, of course. But I'm gonna wait until it goes up again, and then pound it down and whatnot. Seriously. And then we get to the final part where, to be honest, it's kind of a max speed section, but unlike with Sonic 06, at least you can control Sonic. You can push him forward, for example. And of course, given that this is a boost game, you can decide whether you want to boost or not. So yeah, of course, the tornado is still carrying cars. Multiple cars, in fact. I do not like to actually boost along that section because of the fact that I usually mess up the quick step, seriously. And if you have been paying attention to Sonic 06, you may well recognize the next character. And it's a certain cat that isn't big.
As much as I dislike relying on others, I'm grateful for your aid. The creature was beyond my skills.